I just got back from the Capitol where I joined other educators, school employees, parents, PTA members, clergy, and other community members who truly care about public education. And guess what? They actually care about you too. I was overwhelmed with the number of thank yous on your behalf for what you do every day for our students and for our schools. I want you to remember that regardless of what votes come out of this Texas legislature, regardless of what they do on vouchers, regardless of what they do on the budget, I want to say thank you and I want to share the appreciation of so many of the parents and community members who are there in the Capitol today to fight for our public schools in Texas. I want to say that they are currently still on the floor and they're about to make a decision on how much funding we're going to have next year for staff raises, to keep the lights on, to make sure schools aren't passing deficit budgets, to make sure more campuses aren't closed. They could do a hell of a lot better than they're going to do. I can guarantee you that. But they would not have done what they are doing now had you not stood with us in this fight, had you not been willing to complete surveys, attend focus groups, provide us the information to build a strong educators' bill of rights, been with us sending letters, pushing out conversations to your legislators, and contacting your neighbors. Power concedes nothing without demand. It never has, and it never will. That is just as true today as when Frederick Douglass coined the phrase so long ago. Something will happen. There will be funding improvements. It's not what we need. It's not going to be what brings us up to pre inflationary rates in 2019, but it's something. And it wouldn't have happened without your help. They're also going to vote on Senate Bill 2, the voucher vote. For the first time in decades, the state of Texas is poised to send my tax dollars, your tax dollars, to wealthy families that send their kids to private school already. Not because you want them, not because I want them, hell, not because 60 some odd percent of our state doesn't want them. This is being done to appease a few really wealthy billionaires from out of state that are filling the coffers of our governor's reelection campaign. Members, friends, colleagues, frankly, this is not going to change until the governor and those people who support him understand and are held accountable. And the only way we're going to do that is hold them accountable at the ballot box. So this fall, next fall, fall of 26, when that election comes up, I don't care if you're red, I don't care if you're blue, I don't care if you're somewhere in between. If every Texan doesn't join hands and change this regime, this more than 30-year regime that have been in charge of our schools and in charge of our state, nothing is going to change. Think about that. Think about what it's going to take. People can win over those in power with money if we stand together and say enough is enough. And I think it's high time that we did that in the state of Texas. Again, thank you for being engaged. Thank you for continuing this fight. Stick with us, regardless of what happens with these votes today. This legislative session is not over. We have a lot of time left, and we have a lot of great bills that have been filed in the House that support our educators' Bill of Rights. We are currently sending letters to each of those authors to push for a hearing. I stopped by Vice Chairman Diego Bernal's office today to request a meeting to meet with him next week to find out how we can work together to make sure many of these bills that will make things better on your campuses get heard by this legislature. Some of these bills are not even going to cost them a dime. That's why we need you to continue in this fight because we've got a lot of work left to do. We will keep you updated. I'll let you know how that meeting goes with the vice chairman of the Public Education Committee. Stay tuned next week. Keep up the fight, and thank you for everything that you do.